Hello, I thought I'd record a couple live commentary Nex free-for-all example kills. I'm doing these in the Nex FFA friends chat, and yeah, it's worse than running big teams, of course, like actual teams with people you know, but it's not as bad as people often say it is, in my opinion, and yeah, you can definitely get some decent kills power here, and the teams are usually pretty consistent. I always go for melee P2 teams, either duos or trios. Usually it's trios. And yeah, just want to show off what I do. As you can see, my gear setup has quite a few brews, and that's because I'm taking advantage of the summer sweep up changes by playing melee quite a lot. And yeah, I'm just gonna live commentate what I'm doing. So whenever she does a melee attack, she does 3 melees in a row. Okay, that was melee 1, so now we know she does 2 more melees. Oops. Those melees persist even after she does the dash specials and stuff. But they reset after she phases to the next phase. Okay, if somebody else is tanking, you might as well step outside of range here. It's next radius markers. There's no reason to have multiple people tanking here. It's always good to keep your DPS higher. Okay, last attack was virus, so we know it's darkness, so we can't go in for the melee P2. So just wait 5 attacks. 5 of next attacks. And we run in. So here, she does 3 melees in a row again, but be careful if people step away from her as she switches attacks, then she could range. One thing I did there as well is I stalled under her for 1 tick longer to give her the chance to melee another time, even after she did 3 melees already. Normally she would guarantee a range attack there, or a mage attack in the other phases, but in that you can reset her like 3 attack thing like that. Which can be nice. It's especially good for P5, but in P3 in P2 it's also good. Okay, last attack was Shadow, so we know it's gonna be Blood Sacrifice. So we know we can instantly spec. 5 attacks until Reaver. So we know Reaver is gonna be soon. Nobody's 5-ticking the boss, which is bad. 5-ticking is something you should basically always be doing, which means just stepping under Nex for 1 tick, the tick before she attacks. Something else, almost nobody in freefall kills reavers, which is bad. Like, you definitely want to kill reavers if you can, unless she will phase to next, as you're about to kill the minion. Because every time the reaver, she does a reaver attack another time, she will heal for the full HP that the reaver has, and the reavers constantly heal her as well. So you're basically just getting free DPS if you attack reavers, and you're also healing yourself. And you get death traps off it. It's really a big win. To attack those. Oh. That's not my intention. Okay, she does 3 melees again here. Be careful. If she switches target to somebody that is standing away from her or under her, she may mage before she does her 3 melees. In that case, you can get frozen into the contain. So really gotta keep an eye on your teammates there. And if you're not sure, just in doubt, just camp prey mage. Always when I'm running to the minion, I can keep hitting the boss on the way. Either that or eat some hard food. I'm standing outside of her attack range again, so I don't have to tank. It's very convenient. Okay, next phase. She does a lot of melees here, so the default attack here is, default prayer here is melee, unlike every other phase. But she still does 3 melees in a row. So now, after she did 3, you can step in for 1 extra tick. So now she melees again, but she will also do 3 melees again. So there was melee 2, melee 3. Now she will mage unless she steps in for longer, unless she steps under for 1 extra tick there. She didn't do, so we knew it was gonna be a mage attack there. 3 melees, we step in once again, shift click under and then control click out to stall for 1 extra tick. That way you also don't move the boss, which can be annoying for your teammates. Although people in freefall really love to do it. 1 melee attack. 2 melee attacks. 3 melee attacks. Step under for 1 extra tick. Alright. I get into my mage gear in between kills. Range gear. Need to fall with your sharks. So you just quicker in between kills. Don't want to keep your team waiting, or, you know, ideally even be the one that starts next first, because that's all time saved on your next kill. And locking your inventory is very helpful right here. Just can deposit everything, then I grab my pre-pot. This is Benefit Remedy, Divine Ranging, Divine Super Combat, an anti-poison, and then just a fishing pot or something, fishing mix. So yeah, as you can see, that was really fast to reset, which is very helpful to speed you up. Normally, teammates in free-for-all are good enough to like insta-pot every time, so I've very rarely had issues where people were not able to keep up. They do have like a minute or something extra, so it's really not that tight. Yeah. I do bring a Void Wake as well, even though I have ZCB spec, which is... ZCB is the better spec weapon. But the Void Waker can sometimes be just easier to use, because you don't have to do a full range switch to spec with. So I do like to bring it as well. As you can see, I was really comfortable in supplies on that last kill. Okay, first melee. Second melee. Third melee. Per mage. Now we don't know what she will attack with. On melee again, so... Per melee. As I said, she still has done 1 melee now. She will keep this up after she dashes. And also what you could see there, I attacked her with the Fang, and the next tick I stepped under. That instantly allows you to 5-tick her if she's on you. It's very helpful. This is... Yeah, 5-ticking is really the most important thing to reduce damage taken here. It's like more important than everything else. Probably the first thing you should work on, like consistently, every time, 5-tick. Ideally, when she runs towards you in doing P1 minion, you want to reset her by stepping under her right before she gets to you. So she's not in the corner like this, because it's awkward for melee P2, but you know, often people don't do this in free-for-all, so gotta be careful. Also, all people also have blowpipes often, where it's kind of hard to reset properly. As you could see there, I flicked melee for 1 tick there. You can do that and still pray the range attack, because the range attack is 1 tick slower to hit you. Okay, so now I'm the tank. You gotta make sure you step under. Only 1 person should tank here. But it's very little damage, so it's not a big deal. Last one was Shadow, so we know the next one is Blood Sacrifice, so we can instantly ZCB without worrying about speccing. Right, she does the reaver thing. Okay, 1 melee, it's gotta be 2 more melees. That's melee 3. Reaver. As I said, always good to hit reavers unless you're about to kill a minion. Like, most teams are not quick enough in free-for-all to phase it on just the first reaver instantly. You get HP from it, you get death charge from it. Yeah, see, on this one actually we did have enough DPS, so sometimes it does happen. Contain is often a good time to hit the altar. Didn't do it this time, but yeah. Melee attack 1. 2. 3. Okay, so now we just need next to melee someone else. Gonna hit the altar. Get the spec off. Phase. So now we can hit Nex as we run away from her. T-Boy has a bit more range. You can also eat some hard food here while you're running. Okay, I wanna see who she's on. She's on me, I think. If she's not on you here, you can step out and so you don't have to tank. If she does contain, you can always step out. Alright. That was mage attack 1. I'm just keeping track of when she will do her melee reflect. There was the second attack, which was a melee. Second melee. After this melee, she will, like on her next attack, she switches. Yeah, you know, it's a mage attack because of 3 melees. And then it's best to pray melee. 2 melees. 3 melees. Step under for 1 extra tick. Control click. There was 3 melees, so should be mage now. And starts again. 1 melee. 2 melees. 3 melees. Step under for an extra tick. Just be ready to pray mage. Like, hover the mage spray if you do the 1 extra tick thing. Just because she can actually mage, and if you react to the mage spray, you can still get a 25% damage reduction, I believe. Alrighty. So yeah, these are, for free-for-all, these are, like, I would say average 5-minute kill. What was the previous one? Also 5 minutes, yeah. I've had good teams in here that were actually getting 4-minute 30 kills. Which is pretty good, I think, for free-falls. Yeah, I think Nex gets a bad rep. There's for sure a lot more going on than just chugging brews, especially now after the summer sweep up. As you can see, I'm like barely. Oh, on this kill I forgot my sharks. Let's see if we can make it work. I know we can. I've done this many times before. We'll see. And yeah, I got a decent amount of MVPs as well. If you didn't know, MVP basically adds an extra 10% loot chance. So getting MVPs is kind of, and long term it definitely matters. Obviously don't troll your team to get MVPs, but if you can edge a little bit of an advantage, definitely helps. The attack, step under. As you can see, I delayed her first attack instantly. Okay, step out of range here. No, I don't. You definitely want to be high HP before P2. You're doing melee P2. If you don't doing melee P2, which also happens a lot, then you don't want to heal up here, because you will basically usually be able to carry on with your HP pool all the way until a reaver spawn, which you can heal off of. So if you're doing range P2, you basically don't heal till you get there. Get to P3. The upcoming update, I think T-Bow will be better on Nex than CCB again. The Seeker arrows. It depends on how easy they are to get for irons though, if I'm gonna use them or not. If you're bringing a melee switch, you profit Dragon Bolts here, so it's worth using the ZCB. Okay, melee. She does 3 melee attacks again on this phase, like always. Just be careful, because people sometimes like to step away and then she can do a surprise range attack. Which is always awkward. Okay. She's on me, I think. So yeah, I'm just watching for her true tile. Gonna eat a bit. Don't want to eat to full here because of the reavers. So yeah, as a true tile hits the red tile here, that's when I step onto the red tile, when it's next to it. Okay, reaver. There's 2 melee attacks. 3 melee attacks. Try not to DD on someone like I did there. Because she has AoE in this phase. Just gotta be ready to hit this, run away for the blood sacrifice. Kind of lost track there, so I went Doubt Prey Mage. Healing Siphon on the way, just for extra healing. The boss will probably switch to me here. So what you can do there is drag the boss in a little bit. Just closer to the altar, she can't attack while she's running. Yeah, it's again 3 melees. Be careful if you're unsure and doubt, really pray mage here, because you don't want to get frozen when it's about to do contain. 3rd melee. That's mage. Yeah, that guy has to wait until she's on someone else to hit the altar. That's the 3rd melee. So when the phase ends, of course, people will run away. 18% means we can get a ZCB spec off. Almost full DPS there. Because if you don't, you probably hit 100 spec, which you don't want to do, obviously. Divine running out is a good point to brew. I often brew on this minion. Technically, the best spot to brew DPS-wise is a ZCB, because of the rubies contributing a lot of the DPS there, and they don't get changed by the level. Melee 2. Yeah, 1 more melee, now she's gonna mage and also this, yeah. That's number 3. Step under for an extra tick. She's still meleeing. Melee 2. Melee 3. No, it's gonna be a mage. There's melee 3. Melee 1 again. Melee 2. Melee 3. Mage. The guy's not stepping under correctly. Melee 1. Alright. I think I'll include one more kill. See if we can find something else to comment on. Yeah. Definitely getting a decent amount of MVP. Need to full quickly. And yeah, obviously depending on your skill level, you can definitely bring more brews. Less switches. It's very... Nex is very nice in that a lot of it is what you put in, you will get out. Like, the more you pay attention to her mechanics, the more switches you bring, the less brews you have to use, the better your MVP chance and kill times are. I'm not a fan of shadowing Nex. Melee attack. Attack 2. Melee attack 3. Okay, she's on me, so I'm gonna step under her again, right after I get my attack off. As I run away, I'm giving her CCB. She's not on. I'm not tanking, so I'm just stepping out immediately. Like these guys over there right now, they're like definitely tanking for no reason. Just not good. Like they don't both need to tank the boss. Also waiting until she does 5 attacks again. Oh, they messed up reset. That could be bad. If you want to be ready, if they mess up the reset like that, you want to be ready that if she switches target to you in that case, you want to run away and drag her away, because if she keeps attacking you while you're standing far away, she keeps ranging you and they're standing under her, they will get nuked. So... Oh. That's a mistake. Whoops. Okay, it's gonna be another melee here. When she phases, I just switch to range pretty instantly. So yeah, if she's if they fail if the team fails the reset, definitely make sure to run away and drag Nex around and save your team if she's on you. Even if it's free fall, it's definitely not a good idea to let your team die, because then you have to spend time finding another team and stuff. It's always not a good idea. CB. P3, in my opinion, is, if you can, it's really a good time to hit the altar. Of course, Nex switches aggro to me right as I want to do it. Siphon. Just because you extra ZCB means less time spent her doing her healing phase. Some advanced tech here. If you stand the furthest away, she switches aggro to you whenever she checks for aggro switches. And now you can step here, and now she drags in. Now she switched to Onkodonko, and he could predict this and run under her here, so she gets stalled and doesn't attack. Oh yeah, most people don't do that in free for all, obviously. It's also not that necessary for trios. Okay, melee. So no next melee. Now I gotta be careful, he's standing away. If she switches aggro, she mages again. See? And now she will do 2 more melees until she has 3 melees full, and now she's maging again. So yeah, you gotta pay attention to that. because I could tell he was gonna alter there. He was not gonna be in melee range. Okay, so just on me now. Contain, I step out. As you can see, nobody's tanking, and she can't do anything because she's in a prison. Now she dashes at the end. You can reset her here, but it's not a good idea, I think. Okay, as long as that guy is standing away, that's what you definitely don't want to do. I think he was frozen by the minion. Because while he's standing away, she will just pummel the whole team with mage attacks. Which do a lot of damage. Reacted to the prayer there. Because I lost track of the melees. 2, 3, and then stall for an extra tick. Chance for an extra melee. So that was melee 2 again. And 3. And now it's gonna mage. Oh. Pay attention to the overhead 2, of course. It's number 2. This is number 3. This is number 1 again. Number 2. Go ahead and fang spec at the end there. Otherwise you just sit on full spec between kills. Okay. Probably not worth the time to spend there to pick up some sharks, but I don't know. Alright. Guess I'll do one more kill here. But very important to put, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but very important to put the Modified Remedy first into your chugging barrel, like this. So you had the Modified Remedy going first and then the Divines. If you don't have any remedies, honestly it's very optional, you can definitely skip it. But it is kinda nice, sometimes it will, you know, help you keep your stats a little bit higher, and there's no real other use in the game right now for them, so might as well use them here. They're pretty good herbal XP to make if you have some Lily of the Sands from TOA. Okay. One last kill, get the spec ready. Draw. Okay, melee 1. I don't know how it goes by now. If she's on you like that, she always does at least 2 attacks on the same person back to back. So in that case, on P1 it's slightly better to pray melee if you know that she could melee you there on next hit. Like she did the mage, after her 3 melees, she did a mage attack, and on the mage attack she switched to me. So I knew the next attack is gonna be on me, and in that case it's best to pray melee, because she has a higher chance of attacking with melee in P1. So it's less damage taken on average. It's definitely more important for duos than trios. It's something you can keep in mind. Okay, last was virus again. I'm just checking the chat log, or you can also just pay attention, I guess. Or pray range, obviously. Yeah, if she gets reset, like in any phase, she will delay her next special by 1 attack. So she will always do another normal attack after getting reset. Yeah. This is the case where it's a great use for the Void Waker here. I'm only 60 spec. She's on me, I think, so... No, she's not on me. Teammate paid attention here, which is good. I don't know who she's on. Oh, she's on me. Okay. Should have probably just stood still there. You can stand on the full range of Nex or one tile below and it does the same damage. It's darkness last, so it's gonna reaver first. Discharge of that reaver. It was melee 3. Melee again. Now, if she does block sacrifice, she might do a mage attack here on someone else, but she's still gonna fill her 3 melees. So you see, she went back to melee instantly. That guy could have predicted that. So that's also why I like to, if she phases, I like to stay on the boss for a little bit longer and pray melee in P3. Just stay on there for one more hit, so you don't get swiped as you run away and then lose 30 HP for no reason. Because if she targets someone else in P3, she's just gonna mage them because she doesn't attack everyone with the mage in P3. Every other phase, of course, you have to pray mage because she hits everybody as she runs away, as your team runs away. It's melee 1, 2, 3. Attempt to bolt Nex on the way over, and now it's time to eat some hard food. If she's about to contain, you gotta be careful with stepping under her, of course. But I knew she was gonna do the prison next. So you can step under her while taking the minion to just, you know, delay her damage a little bit. It's melee 1, melee 2. Next attack she's gonna switch to attack for melee, as you can see, but since I was under her and I attacked on the first tick as I ran out, I could predict that she was not gonna hit me there. That I can get the melee off before she does the prayer switch. Honestly not sure where she's in the cycle right now. I believe there was 3. Yeah, it was. Two, 3. Great use for the Voidmaker. That was attack 3, so I'm gonna stall for next attack. Yeah, it can get quite a bit chaotic. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's how I do my next free-for-alls. Yeah, about 5-minute average kills. This translates to about, depending on the team, it's like 9 to 10 kills per hour in trio, which is really not terrible. That's about equivalent to 6.5 to 6.8 in a duo, which is not as good as you can get nowadays, but it's pretty close, reasonably close, especially if you're an iron and you're low on brews. You can definitely consider just doing these. So, yeah, bye.